Peace, blessings, and love out there, everyone. This is your resident master healer, master teacher, Lynn Gaffney, co-owner of the Healing Environment with my lovely wife, Jamaica, located here in Smyrna, Georgia. I want to come on today to talk about something about my journey, and hopefully this will resonate with some of you. So I was born with an analytical mind, and it has been a blessing to have this genetic part of me that has served me well in my life, But what it also did was it put me in a state of wanting to be in control of everything. So I was kind of, weigh the positive and negatives and probabilities of events, and based on what would be the best probability for outcome for me. And then I would proceed and walk down that path. Most of the time it worked, and when it didn't work, it really upset me and resonated with me. Well, as I've switched in this conscious journey and really, realizing my true self, it became apparent that I needed to really deal with me being in control of everything. So for the better part of 10 years, I've had some hip pain in my right hip, and I kind of know what it's from. It's from anxiety and fear of not being in control. And so I know that. And so like I said, I meditate every morning, and then after I meditate, I go outside and ground. And so what I was doing was I was relieving the symptoms of that pain every morning, and so allowed me to maneuver during the day. And but never and as always, there's going to be some times in the day when there's going to be events and actions that come up that are beyond my control, and then it'll resonate with me and that emotion, and I won't be able, and I haven't been able to release it, right? And so it starts all over again. Well, as I've been sort of going through this conscious journey, the last 2 weeks have been really, really, really changing for me, as if it becomes apparent that I've had to really sit in that emotion of not being in control. And your higher self says, well, "Okay, Len, you ready? You think you're ready? We're gonna sit you in something that's gonna be overwhelming and consuming, and you're gonna have to sit in it." So for the past week, I've waken up in the morning, severe pain in my right hip, and so I'd go downstairs and I'd sit in my office and I meditate and I breathe, and I feel that pain in my right hip. So I take my hand and I push the area of the pain and I breathe. And as I was breathing and doing my breathing, I would feel that energy of that emotion, that anxiety swelling up and inside of me and rising up. And it was, wow. And every day I would do that until the pain would get less and less and less, to the point where that anxiety and fear of being in control was no longer in me. And then the hip pain's no longer in me. And so I'm walking better, I'm doing things better. And so there may be, and so I started to think, this is what I've been holding on for years. And so when somebody says, let go and let God, that's true. It is things that happen in your day that are designed to happen to you. And if we don't choose to sit in that emotion and says, well, I'm going to let go and give it the creator, source, or God, we can say that, but we also have to feel that. And so there's a difference between saying let go and get God and reality of sitting in it and feeling it. And so I was, probably saying it for so many years, but I wasn't really feeling it. But the last 2 weeks, I've actually felt it. And the reality of letting go and giving it to the creator, source, God, or whatever you want to qualify it. And so there may be some of you out there that are going through your practice and meditation, everything else, but you're starting to feel these ground swells of emotions that you've been harboring for so many years. And it may be anger, maybe resentment, maybe fear, maybe anxiety. That's happening by design. You need to sit in it. You need to feel that emotion. Understand that you've been keeping that in you for so long, and it's time for you to release it. And then once you release it, you'll feel 1,000 times better. So this is happening to many of you that anxiety, that fear is coming up in you, and your old self, my old self would be, or I'm going to keep it in and I'm going to try to maneuver during my day and let the pain, manifest itself where it should, and not deal with the root, and just deal with the symptoms. And that's just not the way we're supposed to be working consciously. And then there's a lot of you out there that are in the same situation, and it is you're designed to sit in the emotion of what you're feeling. So if you're feeling an anxiety and you feel that groundswell of emotion that's coming out in you, I'm asking you to sit in it. I'm asking you to experience that pain and anxiety, so that you can feel it and understand that, man, I've been holding this for so long. And then you release it. And then you realize the new you, and the new you. So the meditation, all of the daily work that you've been doing, you go to that space to realize, okay, your higher self says, okay, now you're ready. We're going to sit you in something that's going to be immense. It's going to be overwhelming, but you can do it. You've been doing the work. You've been doing the practice. Let's sit in that emotion and let's release it, and let's feel better, and let's be consciously more aware afterwards than we were going in. So hopefully this resonates with some of you. Hopefully this helps some of you. We're all go through it, even me. Everybody goes through it, and so I just wanted to share that with you, and hopefully it helps. And those of you who are struggling and experience some of those, energizing emotions of anxiety and anger and frustration, it's by design. So hopefully it helps you. I love you. Peace, blessings, and we'll talk to you down the road.